doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey!
We'll have a little potluck. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
250 people a year die from poverty, and the poverty line is getting such that more and more people are going to fall below that because the economy is crashing around us, and they're doing that because people are dying from the coronavirus. I get that, but look, the fact of the matter is we have people dying. 45,000 people a year die from automobile accidents, 480,000 from cigarettes, 360,000 a year from swimming pools, but we don't shut the country down for that. But yet we're doing it for this, and the fallout is going to last for years because people's lives are being destroyed.
Hey Joe, you ever get that car crash, COVID?
See, this is why I don't like Dr. Phil.
And they kind of try to hide it. My bad, me cut you off. But you can go. They try to hide it behind that Fox News sign. That nigga is digging all through them notes of what he's supposed to say.
Yeah.
Right.
We hide behind, many people have died from car crashes, and I get that. But you can't catch a car crash.
Can't catch a car crash.
You can catch COVID-19, but you can't catch car crash.
No.
You just got to be smarter.
Right.
And that's why I used to watch Dr. Phil maybe for a year back when I was just watching daytime television.
Shame on you.
Right. But then when I started, my eyes, started to open up and everything and seeing the bullshit that he was talking about, this is the exact, shit that he's trying to feed these people. He's basically a Trump supporter, and basically, going behind what Trump says and probably opening up the country and everything like that. I'm like, you know what? People, please have common sense that this danger is still out here. Please exercise your common sense. Please do not open up your businesses too early in anticipation of, you seeing numbers drop or you're seeing numbers level off. Please be smart about this. Please, please, please. Because if you're not, you're going to see a devastating resurgence of the cases that we're going to have, and even more people are going to die.
Yeah, Quentin Lucas, our mayor in Kansas City, has extended the quarantine for another, 3 weeks out to May 15th.
Yeah.
And
I applaud it.
Yeah, and that was part of his address, to just say, if we jump into this thing too early and we don't wipe it out completely and totally, we're going to be having to restart all this all over again.
Correct.
And so that's not where we want to be. What we're seeing in Wuhan is you got people who are getting sick for the second time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They catching their second strand of coronavirus. So we don't want to be premature, right?
It's all right. I'm saying that.
So it's I got a question.
Go ahead, Pimp.
Oprah gave us Uncle Phil, right? Little Dr. Phil, right?
She did. She did.
Is she responsible for this?
I don't know if she's responsible for it. I mean, she got to come out and denounce it. I don't know, but it's one that... But it goes back to that thing, though, where black people have to denounce everything, and white people just get to go, okay.
Right.
I mean...
White people are for the bullshit.
I know, but it's like, I have seen commercials with Oprah saying, hey, niggas stay in the house, social distance and all that shit.
I have seen that, yes. I have seen that.
So should she come out and say Dr. Phil's full of shit? I mean, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
She should get a nigga a phone call or something, man.
Hey. but back to this, though. You guys both touched on the sickness, disease part of it. I'm laughing at the fallacy this nigga is pushing, that the reason why he's so concerned with us getting back to work is because people are getting poor. Like, working poor ain't gonna stay working poor, nigga.
Right.
And like, the real driving force is that billionaires and millionaires are losing money because the working poor ain't working.
That's because his ass is losing money. That's
I know,
why.
but I'm saying that, like, but this thing, well, people are losing money, and the poverty line. It's like, nigga, the poverty, the gap between the poorest American and the richest American increases every fucking day. Even when we was at work, going to work every day. What the fuck are you talking about, Dr. Phil?
Right.
Not only you're not a doctor, you're not a goddamn economist. Economist, my bad.
Well,
and I don't know if we can compare the numbers of car accidents over a year to corona death viruses in a span of what, like a month?
I know.
2 months.
Nobody wants to say
about 2 months.
Yeah, people just pulling shit out of their ass, and then of course they say it in this echo chamber and on this Fox News, and no one says that's ridiculous. Only person that says that's ridiculous is my nigga Dr. Fauci. Wherever they have him on there, and he just takes that deep ass breath like, I can't. Nigga, what you just say?
I can't. I'm fucking with y'all.
I should have had it up. You see him on, go ahead.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Did you see him on the Laura Ingraham show? That motherfucker just leaned back, closed his eyes, dog. Like, okay, bitch. What we going with? She's like, it could. He said it could. She's like, it could just go away. It could just disappear. He was like, yeah, anything could just disappear, I guess. Hypothetically, but we're talking about a super virus. It's not just going to go away. What the fuck? Right. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But the best part, like, he just leaned back and closed his eyes. Like, I can't believe I keep coming on this fucking news network. I can't believe it. Quote unquote news.
Well, I mean, he has to, because if he doesn't, he gonna get fired. Yeah. And there ain't gonna be no adults at the wheel, man.
I know, and that's what he's thinking.
Anthony Fauci, we need an Anthony Fauci, man. We endorse him for to be the next. Who is it? I was about to say Inspector General. I meant who's the one that's in Surgeon General?
Yeah, that bald head.
I want him to be the next Surgeon. Yeah.
They told y'all to stop drinking. That's the reason why y'all getting coronavirus. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. It's on y'all. It's y'all fault. I said, but don't white people drink and smoke too? I don't know. Anyway, man.
Right
out. And that nigga Dr. Phil ain't a fucking doctor. So yeah.
Nope.
And even if his license had not expired, he would be a psychologist. He would not be a medical doctor licensed to give fucking medical advice as far as what you should do at this time during the fucking pandemic. So if you're taking your cues from this nigga, good luck and Godspeed to you, my friend.
Because you're about to go into the wormhole.
Coronavirus. Anyway, we moving on, man. We moving on. We going all around the world. We're going all around the world. Hey, man, I'm going. Y'all got $1,200, but I bet you didn't get little bitty bottles of Hennessy in your stimulus package.
With $1,200, you can buy a little bottle of Hennessy.
But why I gotta buy it? Why shouldn't my government just be giving me bottles of Hennessy, Joe?
You mean there are governments that are giving out Hennessy?
Motherfucker, the Kenya governor is under fire after putting Hennessy bottles in coronavirus care package.
Bruh.
Recipients of Nairobi politician Mike Sonko's COVID 19 care packages can expect to receive the typical food staples, except for one item, alcohol. Sonko, the governor of Kenya capital of Nairobi, confirmed in a media briefing on Tuesday that his care packages include a few small bottles of cognac Hennessy. The governor justified the inclusion of alcohol as, and I quote, throat sanitizer. Clean your throats, nigga.
That's well worth it. Right
You gotta get that throat sanitizer.
Gargle that shit, nigga.
I think the research conducted by the World Health Organization, in various organizations, it has been believed that alcohol plays a major role in killing the coronavirus, Sonko said in the video. I don't think they was talking about cognac, but I will gladly drink it.
I mean, I'm available for testing. Are they ready for human testing?
Hey, oh my God, dog! I have not seen this nigga. This nigga got a fire helmet on, nigga. Y'all see my screen? Hold up, nigga! I gotta play this clip. Woo, it ain't gonna play because I wanted to play. Oh shit! God damn it!
Giving some small bottles of Hennessy in the food pack, the package which we give to our people. I think from the research which has been conducted by the World Health Organization and various health organizations, it has been revealed that alcohol plays a very major role in killing the coronavirus or any sort of virus. If you see, you take any sanitizer and you check the alcoholic content, you'll find out giving some small.
Hey, dog, that nigga got.
Does he not think that the virus can get underneath the mask?
Hey, dog, that nigga got.
Over the top.
If Thanos has a gauntlet, if Thanos was searching for a face shield, that nigga got it.
Nigga,
That face shield is huge, nigga.
That nigga probably got the inspiration from his mask by going to fucking Ryan's and looking at the sneeze guard on the fucking salad buffet.
Hey, dog. Hey, but I mean, it's all fun and games, but I don't want to put misinformation out there. The World Health Organization has explicitly stated that alcohol does not protect against coronavirus and advises people to minimize its consumption. Sorry, y'all too late. I've been drinking already today. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay,
It's not drinking alcohol, people. It is like rubbing alcohol.
Don't drink rubbing alcohol. Don't do it.
Don't drink.
Don't do it.
Don't drink that.
Oh shit. Since we're in Kenya, but coronavirus. Now you dead. Speaking of, I guess this is just fucking with Africans segment. I guess McDonald's apologizes after restaurants in China bans black people. And I did not. I guess everywhere else in America we got a little China, we got a little all this shit. These little places. I never thought there'd be a little Africa. In Beijing, China, there's a little Africa.
Well, I mean, they in there trying to get the black folks natural resources.
Yeah. Beijing, China, U.S. chain McDonald's has apologized after a sign telling black people they were banned from entering a branch in southern China prompted outrage online, following reports of discriminatory treatment towards Africans in the city. Tensions have flared between police and Africans in the southern, metropolis. Damn, woo. Mouth dry and dry. Metropolis. I got it. Metropolis of Guangzhou. After local, so you're gonna hit me with that, right?
It's Guangzhou.
You don't know.
It's Guangzhou. But go ahead.
You ain't Chinese. You don't know if it's Guangzhou.
This guy here holding your hand today, bro. You gotta walk into it, man.
Hey, dog. He ain't got no guy. He don't know if that's Guangzhou. I hope we meet a Chinese.
It is pronounced Guangzhou.
How you know?
But go ahead.
How you know?
Okay.
How you know? You been there?
All right.
You been to Guangzhou?
No, I have not been to China, but I know that's Guangzhou.
You like this old janitor who I had to say, don't say that again at work. Like, you know how I got here, the Chinaman. And I was like, hey, you cannot say Chinaman at work, sir. I said, what are you doing? You trying to get us fired, nigga?
Not the old nigga with the mop.
Yeah, dog. It was, dog. It literally, Anthony,
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
10 meters. You know who he is. At the heavy set dude, kind of slow, wear the glasses, work downstairs, supply, and he also does some cleaning too.
Yes, I do know who he is.
I was at the door, and he was like, "Oh man, I know where it came from. They out there being nasty, eating them bats and rats. And damn Chinaman brought it over." I was like, "Hey,
he obviously don't listen to the podcast because I just re-released the Chinaman episode, bro.
I need to play it for him." I was like, "Sir, you cannot say Chinaman.
Never.
And we be the only
Never
two
say
niggas
that.
here. We going to HR tonight if you don't stop."
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll go with Guangzhou. That's just what you say. As local officials announced a cluster of COVID-19 cases in a neighborhood with a large migrant population. That's crazy.
It is.
Several Africans have told AFP they had been forcibly evicted by police from their accommodations, refused service at shops and restaurants, and were subject to mass testing and arbitrary quarantines. It's crazy, man.
So they're basically targeting the Africans that are living in China.
Huh? Yeah.
They're targeting the Africans that live in China.
Yeah.
Just like the blacks here in America. I mean, no different.
Well, they seem to want us out and about to get back to work, where in China they like, don't come around. It's a very confused mixed message going on across the world.
Nigga, you go home.
Wow.
Basically what they're saying.
Pretty much.
Nigga, go home.
Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and
I guess that was Korean. That was a Korean store, maybe, I think. Sorry, Chinese people. That was a Korean store. Sorry. And yeah, we just it's just more. I mean, it's the same. The city of Guangzhou has 463 cases of COVID-19, with officials say 111 cases are imported from other countries. Officials said last Monday 10 cases were linked to the business district known as Little Africa, including 5 cases linked to a single restaurant. So I ain't good at math, dog. But 10, 5, 10 in Little Africa.
Nah, well, wait, well, hold up. Nah, the fucking Chinese ain't good at math either, apparently, because James just released a story on Facebook once the show started saying that the numbers of COVID cases in Wuhan doubled. Like, basically, whatever number they said, it's we meant to say times 2.
My bad. They put a Trump.
So I guess they're finally coming to the coming clean and saying, hey, we've had far more deaths than we've been reporting.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So not to be an asshole, so can we finally get rid of the stereotype that Chinese people are good at math?
Right. Or are they good at lying? I don't know.
They were hiding. Yeah, they were hiding shit.
No, really? They not good at math. Fuck that.
That's what you want to be. You want to say Chinaman not good at math?
Chinaman's not good at math.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, I'm
just saying. I know it's more than 463 pages, but
I'm gonna say they were lying. There was some lying sons of bitches.
But even if let's say they would tell the truth, 463 cases and 10 in Little Africa, y'all niggas ain't coming to McDonald's no more. That's what we doing.
That's basically what we doing. You niggas stay out of McDonald's because you are adding
the world. The government issued a 2-week quarantine. This is something different. The government issued a 2-week quarantine for all 4,500 residents of African descent. Under the order, African residents must quarantine for 14 days, regardless of their previous circumstances or how long they have been in Guangzhou. What? Man, let me get off this page.
So in other words, they have a mandatory 14-day quarantine,
for niggas.
And they still can't get to
back. Get back.
Basically what they're saying.
For niggas.
Niggas go home.
For niggas, that's it. You know what? I need to wash my mouth, dog. I need to wash my mouth out.
For what?
Because that shit just made me mad.
Okay,
alcohol.
I'll take up the mad.
Negro.
With some good Kenyan Hennessy.
Unclench your ass cheeks from that cushion and run out to the market and get me a bottle of wine.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, those rules don't apply to you, Fredrick. Now do they? Thickums. Fredrick, I am a rich bitch. Wine is essential to my very being. Now promptly, arm yourself in mask and sanitation gloves.
You tripping? I ain't going out.
Fredrick, I hate for today to be the day that the being of your face is slightly and rudely interrupted by the melanated side of my hand. Quickly, on your mission, Fredrick.
Quickly.
On your mission.
Hey,
She was about to give him that slap.
Nigga, never have I heard I'm about to slap the fuck out of you. Sound so beautiful. It would be.
It was so poetic.
It would
Slightly and rudely interrupted by the melanated side of my hand.
So poetic, man.
Unclench your ass cheeks from that cushion, nigga.
Go forth to the liquor store and bringeth me my wine.
Arm yourself with gloves and a sanitary mask, nigga.
I am in dire need of libation. I am a rich bitch.
I'm a rich bitch. Those rules don't apply to me.
That was funny as fuck.
Oh shit! I needed that because okay, all right. We ain't. I guess we covered Coons recently.
We need some King and Hennessy before we start talking about this shit.
All right.
I'm
on it, bro.
I need to sanitize.
I'm on
I
that
need to
whiskey
sanitize
right
my
now.
throat, nigga.
Kevin Williams over here, bro.
Oh my god, dog. Okay, we about to play. You know, probably most of the people who fuck with us don't really fuck with this dude. We don't fuck with him, because every once in a while he populates our chat group. Terrence K. Williams. You can tell by the cadence in the way he talks, he wants to be Cat Williams. He wants to be the right wing version of Cat Williams. So bad. So bad. He's here to tell us about Bill Gates' vaccines.
What's going on, everybody? So listen, I'm gonna wait for some people to come on.
Okay, we go.
He may come after me because of this, but this is all I'm saying. Okay, I just want everybody to know where I stand with this Bill Gates vaccine that I'm hearing about. I want to go on record and say, I will not. Terrence K. Williams will not take any vaccine that was created.
Why would Facebook come after him and take this down?
They won't.
Is that the battle cry to get all these dumb white people I see giving us the thumbs up and the nod to watch? Okay, I was just making sure.
Or funded by Bill Gates. I will not take a Bill Gates vaccine. Oh, hell to the no. I will not take a Bill Gates vaccine. This is what I want to know. Why is Bill Gates even trying to make a vaccine? I thought he made computers. Is he a scientist now? When did he start doing? When did Bill Gates become a scientist? That's what.
Don't scientists make computers?
First of all, don't scientists build computers?
I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but he's a dumbass, and he's trying to do his best. He's trying to do his best Cat Williams impression while trying to break into my house. Coon ass nigga. But yeah. So yeah.
Well, I mean, he's over here perpetrating that Bill Gates is merely a computer nerd.
Yeah.
And had that shit been said maybe in 1995,
right?
I might have bought into that. But that nigga's made billions upon billions of dollars since then, and he has been in Africa making, saying apparatuses to clean water clean the water for these African villages and everything. This nigga's moved beyond computer nerd. He is now a philanthropist, and we all know that a lot of this work gets done through the work of philanthropy, and so he is a philanthropist that we know, and we know his origins. So I guess it's an easy target to make a joke about. But it's really a foolish argument because, I mean, who else is going to fund these things privately?
Right. Because I don't see anybody else stepping up to the plate. I don't see the likes of Jay-Z and Beyonce stepping up.
Fuck Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm talking about Donald J. Trump.
I'm talking about Trump. Yeah, we talking about rich bitches. I'm talking about Bezos. I'm talking about this nigga, this format, this Facebook thing.
I'm talking about government entities.
Oh, you talking about government?
Here's my thing.
Oh, this motherfucker here.
Here's what I find this shit silly. If you claiming to be a big supporter of the Republican Party, if you're a supporter of small government,
right?
It should be private entities that are coming up with solutions to these problems. We should be relying upon the ingenuity of individuals.
Correct.
To the problem.
You hear that? Yes, you're absolutely right.
You should not be relying upon the government to do so. You should be relying upon individuals to do so. Right. And so here is an individual who is taking the initiative to step up and use his vast resources to come up with a vaccine. Now, how good this vaccine is, I don't know. How much time they've had to do trials on animals and blah, 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 whatever, I don't know.
We haven't been there yet.
But what I'm saying to you is this is well, the problem is he's probably new to being a Republican.
I don't think he's a Republican. We've already discussed this with all these motherfuckers.
He was in the White House, wasn't he?
So was Candace Owens, but prior to Trump getting elected, the motherfuckers was black and black.
So it's still can shine.
I know. We know what it is. We know what it is.
It's coonery.
They are new to the whole fucking Republican agenda, and they don't understand that shit fully.
I feel what you're saying.
All they know is Barack Obama didn't help black people the way he was supposed to.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump released a couple prisoners here and there. And so now I'm on their team. And so I also say everything that's on their team. And maybe Bill Gates might vote Democrat every once in a while.
Right.
So we against him. This to me sounds like the perfect Republican solution to everything.
Yeah.
This is a private industry. This is small government.
This is
to our problem.
Exactly. This is the exact. This is telltale Republican.
But he's like, I will not.
I will not.
I will not in Terrence K. Williams.
Hold on, here we go. Let's play
I don't know, man.
Fetch it, motherfucker.
We'll play a little more.
Why is he involved in this? Why? Bill Gates. Before I take a Bill Gates vaccine, before I put a needle in my...
But here's the thing, though, right? As you brought out, Joe, and we all know, philanthropist, a much beloved member of the public health community. You don't know how much money Bill Gates has given to these private organizations to fund and develop different vaccines, different medications. For all we know, this nigga may already had a quote-unquote Bill Gates vaccination.
Right.
Well, since Bill Gates created the motherfucking virus...
that's right. He did create the virus. He did create the virus. He went to China. He put it in a bat. And then that bat was selected to be fed to a Chinaman. And that Chinaman, got sick. And then he used the 5G towers with their chemical radiation to propagate the virus. Teach these devils. Oh, my bad. I had the wrong voice. I should have had my Hotep voice on. Teach these devils. So the white man, they want you to take these vaccines.
And 5G towers.
Yes. They want to put the chip. And also, now I'm like when I hear people say they're gonna microchip us, I'm like, what size needle are they using on you, my nigga, when they give you the vaccine? If they come in there with like a fucking 2-gauge needle, you might want to run, dog. Are they coming there with a plasma needle to give you the vaccination? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah.
Little Osmosis Joneses run around your body.
Teach these devils. Wake these devils up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Hey, have y'all seen that? I guess it was some sort of report on Facebook or whatever that they have these microchips about the size of a rice.
That's what I'm talking about. That was our friend Keita, who had that shit on her page, and I was like, "What is wrong with you niggas? Do you realize how big the fucking needle will have to be to shoot a grain of rice inside your body?"
Right. The needle has to be really big.
And then they were like, look how big. Then they were like showing showing the RFID chip, whatever the fuck, like on someone's finger. I'm like, look how big that is.
That's
you
a
think
big
they put
ass
that in a
needle.
vaccination? I said, man, y'all niggas stupid.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any means, and I definitely feel like this dude right here is brand new to Republicanism and is confused by what the fuck the message should be.
Right.
But how do we feel about private industries coming up with vaccines?
That's a different thing.
In a short amount of time, with very little opportunity for testing.
That's a different thing to me, because when people talk about like you gonna get microchipped, I'm like no, but I will be like, I am not a fan of rushing mass production and rushing out. I mean, if you start sidestepping FDA protocols in order to get something out for the greater good, quote unquote, how can you at the same point in time say we should continue to social distance for the greater good, quote unquote? You know what I'm saying? So it's like at one point in time you're like, we should slow down on getting back out and getting back to work, but we should rush out this drug that may end up doing more harm than good. You know, when niggas was getting basically they were using mercury as a preservative to give niggas vaccinations back in the day and fucking up fetuses and shit like that, you know, in mothers. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, this ain't good. It's like things like that. It's like it may not be intentional or purposeful, but if guidelines that have been set or pushed aside for the quote unquote greater good, that's when I start going,
That's when you start having,
niggas don't. That's when your baby. That's when your baby gets. But this nigga ain't talking about that, as we already said. But that's
of course.
But that's when your baby start coming out with a fucking foot going out of his head.
Right. So this mental midget over here talking about how he don't want fucking vaccinations from Bill Clinton. What the fuck is his name?
Bill Gates.
Microsoft. It's Bill Microsoft. Bill Microsoft. Bill Gates.
Bill Microsoft. I like it. That's the name of the show, nigga. Bill Microsoft.
Bill Clinton, man. I'm like, oh,
that's Evan Williams talking,
that's
bro.
That nigga Bill Microsoft, nigga.
Bill Microsoft. I like Bill Microsoft.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, that's good. It's so basic because that nigga is Microsoft, but that's not his name.
Hey,
but Trump is out here trying to get these fucking vaccinations out here because he won't fucking Trump is super not concerned with long-term solutions right now.
No, he's not.
This nigga is super on these fucking Band-Aids.
He wants every Band-Aid. He's running out of Band-Aids to put on these Band-Aids and it's not working.
And the scary thing is like Trump wants even a faster turnaround from the FDA for some of this approval for like for the I'm not gonna say it right, but the anti-malaria prophylactics that's really big as far as like treating anti-malaria. You got people who are on lupus and other things that it's used for, that's been approved for by the FDA, and it shows quote unquote promise. You know, the hydroflaxin, whatever the fuck, but it hasn't been proven to treat this shit. You know what I'm saying? But people are like, we should let that go. But as soon as you mention Bill Gates, who said, like, he's talking about 18 months, maybe. Mm-hmm. But you got Trump wanting to rush something and use off-brand. And don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm. Trump does not have 18 months.
No, he does. I'm saying I'm agreeing with you.
That's why.
And it's
That's why he wants to rush it.
And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of medications that are used off-brand. You know what I'm saying? Like Neurontin, which can be used for which was historically used for bipolar, mood swings, a mood stabilizer, has also now been used off-brand to treat restless leg syndrome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of medications out there that are used off-brand. But they are.
The restless leg syndrome sounds so fucking made up, nigga.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
I don't suffer from it. I don't suffer from it.
No. It is a condition. It is a condition.
I don't know
because niggas have made this shit a condition.
No, it's a.
I'm about to get on my Terrence K. Williams, nigga.
Oh,
no, you will not. No, you will not be trying to get rid of my
with a Bill Gates vaccine. Listen, I would shoot up for fried chicken grease.
So there's another thing though. That's when you know he went super coon, nigga. Out of all the greases in the world,
he said fried chicken grease.
All the Crisco, fucking shortening, fucking
and
olive oil, nigga.
How about I say he could shot up some EVO, some extra virgin olive oil, something.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
He could have said, "I'd rather shoot up heroin, nigga," but chicken grease.
That nigga said the coolest thing ever.
We gonna move on because this nigga gonna piss us off. But
he's the source of my side eye.
Yeah, to answer your question, it's like I am not a anti-vaxxer, but I'm always skeptical, especially when private industry is allowed to push out these vaccinations, and then on the back end you find out they have agreements with government where they can't be sued for anything.
Or lobbyists.
Huh? Yeah,
or lobbyists. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't be sued for any of the side effects that may occur from that. Or where you have like the same people who are making, like when the HPV, it's funny how that kind of like went away, right? It hasn't went away, but it's not so prominent. But the same people who were making the HPV vaccination were also the same people making the HPV testing kit. So it's like things like that where you go, what the fuck is going on? You know, so there's always things, especially when you start getting private industry into it, that you kind of go, yeah. But yeah, I'm not, like you said, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I am skeptical when things are pushed and mass produced and forced upon us very quickly. I'm always skeptical. Yeah. Let me see. We start getting on the back end here. What is that? What is this? I don't know. I don't know if I can. There's no sound though for this. We'll watch it. It'll make Joe laugh.
This right here. What you got here?
So basically, what we got here is a man who is doing his best to social distance. He has. He appears to have some kind of spray, probably like a bleach. He's probably got like a 1 to 5 bleach mix here, keep everything clean. Thing going on. True, he might be butt ass naked on the MARTA.
he is out here on the public transportation.
That's the MARTA?
But I don't know.
That's Chicago.
Is that ATL, shawty?
I don't know. It's one of a city with public transportation. True, he might be butt naked. Mm-hmm. And he's just trying to get to work. He may be an essential employee, and like me, I sometimes feel weird when I go to work and I gotta wear my clothes back home. Maybe he doesn't want to do that. Right. Who knows? It's so many things that's happening here. So you hear the audio. The link will be in the show notes. So the sound that you just heard was this white police officer, I believe, had put his taser out. It was going
that was the sound of a naked black man slapping the shit out of a white cop.
Yes. So the white cop had his taser. The black man not only knocked the taser out of the white cop's hand, he then slapped him with the power of Thor. Knocked the glasses off the white cop's face.
The shit out of him. I was like, he dead.
Here we go. They slow it down for us. And it's one of them good slaps where you don't even get the face. He just slapped the back of his head.
Everything flew off this motherfucker.
Fucking sunglasses flying.
And so then
taser.
He went. He was like, "Ooh, that felt good." He went for another one, and then you hear that. That's the sound of him getting tased and falling to the ground.
Stay down! Ow. Lay down. Put your hand behind you.
And then he just laid there and gave up.
You can't do it nothing else when you got 50,000 volts going through your body.
He probably dead.
21 gigawatts.
What's the movie? Fruitville Station.
Fruitvale Station.
That man was trying to break up a fight and got shot. This nigga was naked on the bus, slapped a cop. I know he dead somewhere.
Nah, I thought
this nigga in lockup somewhere, sleeping it off.
No, he's sleeping it off in a hole in the earth. Like that black woman said, they threw him they opened the floor and threw him in it.
And that's progressive policing right there, man. You let a naked black man slap the shit out you and he lived.
And he lived, dog.
Oh my God,
progressive policing right there.
Hey, shout out.
Hey, man, shout out
to those
the Chicago
fine,
Police Department.
upstanding white police officers.
Indeed.
Yes.
Hey, Wes.
We need more of those, man. We need niggas willing to get their shit slapped out by a naked wang.
I was gonna play this Cal Ripken bit, but this volume is low. Hold on, we'll try. Hold on.
Let me set it up. So Kansas City Royals utility man, usually second baseman, probably gonna be a center fielder if we ever have a season. Whit Merrifield has been a bit of an Iron Man. He has played, several games in succession, and he is the highest. He has the most consecutive games played. And so apparently Cal Ripken, who is known as the Iron Man in baseball, he passed the Iron Horse from the Yankees. I can't think of his name. The first baseman, number 4, I can't think of his name. Lou Gehrig, because he has a disease. Lou Gehrig disease. Passed Lou Gehrig to become the all-time, Iron Man in baseball, meaning that he has played the most consecutive games in a row. And we celebrated that in Baltimore 25 years ago.
Right.
So Cal Ripken is getting on Twitter to shout out, a local celebrity with Merrifield as the current Iron Man. He is nowhere near Cal Ripken's record. To be real clear, he's got about 2 seasons, maybe 2 and some change of consecutive games played.
Mm-hmm.
But he is the current leader in baseball if they ever decide to have a season.
Mm-hmm.
And Cal gets on to give a shout out. What I need you to do though is listen to the clip and see if he reminds you of somebody.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Whit. Because of the 25th anniversary, people are talking about my streak a lot lately. But I did notice that you have the longest streak in Major League Baseball right now at 247. I'd like to tell you it gets a heck of a lot easier after 300. But anyway, I just want to say I think it's a great thing. Your team can count on you. I would hope that you continue it. Good luck, man.
Hey, Twitter world.
Oh shit.
Yours truly.
Open the golf courses up.
Tell me you don't sound like a white OJ, bro.
White OJ.
Do something like OJ.
Hey, Twitter world. Take care. That's all you need to do is tell them, take care. I was listening to I go on the Royals page regularly, and I saw that, and I just listened because, hey, man, Cal Ripken's talking about a Royal, and I listened to it, I was like, man, that sounds like OJ, and then all the comments was like, dude, that sounds like fucking OJ.
Yep. Hey, Twitter world.
Oh, that's my Twitter world. My boy, I love it. I love it.
I'm just saying. Take care.
Oh shit.
You nigga.
Oh man, that's some good shit right there.
We trying to end on good notes here. Oh shit. Hold on. There we go. Where we at? All right, there we go.
Turn up.
Hold on. Got out of sorts.
It's that real shit, yo.
I grew up.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on.
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look,
nigga.
In a book,
my nigga.
Reading Rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick. My nigga.
Ways to grow.
Nigga.
Reading Rainbow.
Here we go again.
I can be anything.
Same old shit.
What? Take a
nigga.
In a book.
My nigga.
Reading Rainbow.
See, this is the shit I be talking about. You think it's a game? You think it's a game? What you really want? What you really want? Bad or die?
Wow. Suck my dick.
That shit is genius, bro.
I don't understand.
Same fucking video I remember from my childhood, bro.
Oh, let's go. Same old shit.
Suck my dick.
Oh
shit. Oh god. We've gone a long way to talk about LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow. We'll be live streaming readings every Friday.
Oh shit.
On Twitter.
Yeah, he did it today.
Ah shit.
Man. LeVar Burton out here reading to the kids, man. We just need DMX to go ahead and hype the book up, man. That's all.
First of all, man, let me get a shout out to LeVar Burton, dog. for spending this time, giving up his time to read to the kids, man, and I think he's even reading to some adults too, of what I read on this timeline. But damn, that intro.
So, star of the classic children's show, Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton has said that he would like to help provide distractions for families during these difficult times by live streaming himself reading some family-friendly books. Burton shared he was looking for ways to avoid legal complications, and some authors, including Neil Gaiman, gave him permission to read their books. Publisher HarperCollins has issued their permission to Burton as well. Oh, shout out to them niggas. As suggestions and support have poured in for the idea, Burton has said he'll have more news soon. So we'll keep you updated on the latest developments. Man, that's some good shit right there.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to LeVar Burton. First of all, I am a big Reading Rainbow fan because of Reading Rainbow, I read more books, as a youth. So yeah, big shout out to LeVar Burton.
Come on,
know the lyrics.
Would you do us the honors of spitting off the red-nosed reindeer?
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Come on! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a tiny nose. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it close. Come on! All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never for Rudolph joining any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, come on, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight?
DMX.
Looking for the right
Oh shit, dog. Oh shit. Hold on.
Oh man.
Hold on. We'll do one more. We can get out of here.
Don't get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, motherfucker. Fucking game. Fuck what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own.
That wasn't good. Boo.
Come on, dog.
I thought that was gonna be. I don't say Thomas gonna give it to you. I am upset.
Thomas the Train.
Come on, dog. No, not Thomas the Train, dog.
That pales in comparison compared to the Reading Rainbow shit, bro.
Yes.
That was not. That was not. Oh shit! All right, it's that time of the show where now it's time to say goodbye to all the Chinamen. Sorry. I don't know.
Shit.
I still can't believe that man said it at work. Loud too. Oh shit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He said loud at work. Oh man. All right. Talked about a lot of things. Laughed at a lot of things. Shit. Hey y'all, just stay inside for a little longer. Let this shit run its course.
Please.
If you can.
Unless there's a tornado, then you might have to bust up out the motherfucker.
You might have to get loose crazy if it's a tornado. you might have to get loose crazy on them if it's a tornado.
Loose great.
Yeah, you know, if you're getting them that stimulation package, you know, make sure you not buying nothing big or fancy, because you never know if you're gonna get more. You never know this shit gonna keep going. Like Joe pointed out, Wuhan, that city, they're having their second round of reported cases. So just be real careful out there, man. Be real careful. Cover your face, cover your face with a mask if you can. Stay, 6 feet, all that good shit like that. Wash your hands. That's the number one way you can beat and cure these viruses. Yeah, man. And the alcohol gel, that shit's good, but don't nothing beat hot water and some soap and some friction to kill the fucking virus.
Right.
Yep.
Stay the fuck at home.
We're staying at home. Stay at home. Yeah. And then we didn't say it, but when you go out and buy stuff, man, we do it here. Wipe that shit down. If you're wearing gloves, we talked about last show, but I still see people doing that shit. If you're wearing gloves, just leave your cell phone in your fucking pocket. Leave your cell phone in your pocket. Stop touching shit. If you wearing gloves and you're using your debit cards, wipe that shit off when you get to the house. I mean, because the shit can live on services for a little bit. So whatever. What do I know? I'm just a nigga that works in a hospital. I'm a healthcare provider like that woman with the weave.
Right.
Very much so.
Very much so, man. So, yeah, it's been a good time. Thank you guys for your time. 10 meters, Joe Jeff, KC Stork. Never, ever, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brother. Triple B Podcast. We out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.